What's going on, guys? HostileBeast here, back again with another video. And today we're going to be going over some of the things that could potentially happen in the future of Retro Bowl. Let's get into it. First up, we have defense. While defense is definitely a large part of the game of football, it is almost non-existent in Retro Bowl. The developer has stated that while defense will never be playable, he has considered adding some more interaction. My guess is that we'll be able to call plays on defense, but not control a player. This is all up in the air, and there's no set time on when or if we're going to be getting defense, but we do know that it would be very different from the playable offense that we are used to. Next up, we have to talk about QB mode. QB or quarterback mode allows the player to start a career as a quarterback instead of just managing a team. The focus is on individual progress in QB mode. This was a prototype game mode that was leaked just before it was completely removed from the game. The developer of Retro Bowl has stated that QB mode is not coming to the game anytime soon, if ever. I doubt if we ever see this feature fully added to Retro Bowl, sadly, just because of how different it is from the main game. So for now, the only evidence of QB mode that we have is a few screenshots. Some YouTube content creators, myself included, created and edited videos to look like what they think a QB mode would look like, but none of these showcase a real playable QB mode. So what this means is there's a few QB mode videos out there that claim to be playing the game. None of them are real. My own is not real. Everyone else who plays QB mode will admit to you that it is fabricated. There is no real QB mode. And at least for now, do not plan on seeing this feature added anytime soon. I know it's sad. I know we want QB mode, guys, but I just don't think it's coming to the game. But I would love to be proven wrong. Now we have to discuss online head-to-head gameplay. Multiplayer Retro Bowl, whether it's with your friends or random opponent, would be absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, this will most likely never be added to the game. We've gotten a lot of different responses from the developer, from like a definite no at some point to he's looking into it. I believe that he's always looking into ways to expand and improve the game, but as cool as it would be, I just can't see online play happening because it would change the way the game is coded. I would love to be wrong about this one again, but I just don't think we're going to see online game mode, at least anytime soon. Next up, we got something a little bit simpler. More roster slots. Right now, if you do not have unlimited version, you can have 10 players on your teams, 10 star players. If you do have unlimited version, you can expand the roster size to 12. And sadly, having more players on your team means more stats and more data, which means more storage. We will never see the rosters expanded beyond 12 players, so hold off on your super team ambitions. 12 is the most we're going to get. Going along with the theme of more data and storage, we have more save files and more spots in the Hall of Fame. I myself would love to have a 6 save slot or more, and more slots in the Hall of Fame, like 75 or 100, as opposed to 50, which it is right now. But the developer has stated that it just takes up too much storage space, and sadly, you have to be careful about who you select for the Hall. This is a feature that will not be changed. There will not be any more save files or Hall of Fame spots. This is also way too many no's in a row. I'm just shutting everything down. Let's look at some maybes. So first up, exhibition mode. What exhibition mode is you get to play a game, just one game, as a different team with a random roster. At least that's how I see it. And I need this for when I recreate NFL plays in Retro Bowl because it would make it a lot easier for me, but it would also just be a neat feature to play one game with no strings attached. Instead of worrying about stats or your franchise, you just want to play some Retro Bowl, you hop in exhibition mode, play a game, and then you're done. I really hope that this is added in the future. I think it's a feature that is very easy to do and would be used by a lot of people. So Mr. Developer, Mr. Retro Bowl, if you're watching this, let's see it happen. Something I could also see being added is punt returns. We already have kickoff returns. Why not do punt returns? It would actually be so cool. I'm always looking for the opportunity to take one to the house, and punt returns would definitely help me do that. Imagine you could also select a player to return kickoffs and a different player to return punts. I think this would add a new depth of interaction to the game and just be a really neat feature. Retro Bowl, make it happen. We cannot have this video without discussing simulations. I think the next phase for simulations is the feature to interfere or to jump into simulation games. Your team is down by 7 in the fourth quarter and you don't trust robot offense to get it done. Just take over the game yourself. If there's one thing on this list I truly believe will be added to the game of Retro Bowl, it is this. Simulation game interfering. I think we're gonna get it soon. I hope we're getting it soon. Remember this video if we do get it. On that note, let's go over some things that I believe will not be added to the game. We are not getting custom face masks or cleats. I expected this. It's just so much work and detail for a cosmetic aspect. It really adds nothing to the gameplay, so I understand not wanting to do it. We're also not getting preseason games. I think exhibition games would be a perfect alternative to this, but we're just not going to get any preseason. It's almost useless. There's really no reason for it. Kind of off topic here, but we are not getting a retro basketball game. Which, if you're confused by that, the developer is not going to make like a basketball version of Retro Bowl, I guess. like retro ball, basketball. I don't even know what you would call it, but it doesn't matter because we're not getting it, so don't plan on retro ball basketball. Another thing we aren't getting is custom plays. Like, come on, guys. If we're not getting defense, we're not going to get a custom playbook. It would ruin the game. If you think about it, a custom playbook would just ruin the game because all we would do are like go routes. That's the only thing people would call. Or dumb trick plays that never work and then slants. Like, there's really no need for it. It would just ruin the game. So I'm kind of glad in that aspect we don't get that. And finally, the reason you clicked on this video, a Retro Bowl sequel. Will we get a Retro Bowl sequel? A Retro Bowl sequel has been hinted at a few times, like in response to people discussing new features. The developer wants the original game of Retro Bowl to be simple. A sequel with new complex features would be amazing. If it were to happen, I think it would be in a few years. I would not close the door on this one just yet because eventually Retro Bowl is going to run out of new things to add. There's only so much you can do, especially when trying to keep the game simple. I mean, it's a football game, you know? If the game of football doesn't evolve, then the game can't evolve either. So if you want to keep the game simple, but fans want more complex stuff, I think a sequel is the perfect opportunity for this. So there you have it, guys. A quick look at what features we could see added into Retro Bowl in the near or distant future. While not a whole lot of this is known, hopefully this gave you an idea as to what could be added and what won't be added. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.